Hello everybody. Bigger body than you. I need bigger space. Thank you. I don't know if you've seen, we're here with, that's Angela as well behind and Tricia. We are here from our soul group. Our humble little soul group. That's great. I'll tell you a little bit about me and how this has turned into what it's turned into now. I've got a degree and a master's degree in fine art and I specialise in textiles. So I was doing my own work and I decided that I was going to take it back into the community and I was going to start to teach people to sew, to do sewing classes. So we set up literally beginners sewing classes, bringing it back into the community, beginners, intermediary, advanced, and this it went on for quite a while. At the beginning of every time we do a new season, a new run of our sewing class, we give our ladies a project to do. I'm saying ladies, it's not just ladies, it's ladies and gentlemen. And the age group of our classes are 12 to 80 at the moment. And we've got 86 students, so it's not a little thing, it's quite a big thing and it's proceeded over time. At Christmas this year, just gone, I was approached by one of our local schools and asked us whether or not we could get involved and help them with an issue we're having with the girls in schools at the moment. I was hit with a statistic that they are losing 54% of their girls monthly because the parents are having to choose between a loaf of bread and a pint of milk and sanitary protection for their kids. That's sanitary towels, that's everything that goes with it. We are struggling. We are struggling. Now there is things in schools where you can go in and you can get yourself a sanitary towel out, but they were losing them their week. They were losing these girls a week. This has taken us back to hundreds of years, where we back to our suffragettes, where we have fought for our women's education and we are losing it again because we can't afford to send the kids in because we can't afford to give them sanitary towels, okay, whatever they're using. It's as brutal as that. That's exactly how it is in this day and age. So what we said we would do is we started a project which we've called the Pencil Case Project. Now, Angela, Patricia, can you lift the one up and I'll explain what they are? So what we did was we put a little notice out just on our social media. I have to say I'm not a charity. I'm a small businesswoman. So we've done this with our ladies, our sewers, and with everybody in general. And thank you, anybody who's brought anything in today. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. It will do great things. So what we're doing in these little bags, we started to make the bags, what we've classed as period packs. Now, in these period packs, we looked at how we could support a family with girls for a month, where we would take the pressure off them, where the kids could get into school, where nothing was altered, where it was back to the norm as to what it should be. So anyway, we asked our ladies if they'd make a pack, which is the girls are showing you, that are as close to a pencil case as you possibly can. Now within these packs, I'm a sustainable company. I'm an 80% sustainable company, so it's all about recycling, repurposing, upcycling, etc. So this is how we work. So what we did was we thought, right, we've asked everybody to donate period everything, so whether it be towels, tampons, wipes, bags, whatever we're going to do, we asked everybody to do it and everyone's been brilliant. We had donations from around the country, financial donations that came in to our little class for our local areas, so that shows how much it sort of affected the people with statistic-wise. So what we did was we looked as to what we would need in a bag to give to somebody that would keep them going for the month. So we have started to make reusable sanitary towels. Don't know if you've come across them, but you use them. The girls are flopping you with their reusable sanitary towels as we speak. You use them, you put them in the washing machine, they last you indefinitely. And period pants. Okay, so yet again, it's better for our environment. We reuse and recycling. So the period pants are the same concept as what the towels are. You use them, you put them in the washing machine, and you use them again. So that takes some of the financial pressure off families. Who's got to do? A little bit of there. Within the packs, we've also put in enough sanitary towels, panty liners, tampons, everything like that to last a full month. And what we asked to do is we put them into, this is upper school reception. Anybody who was struggling has to come and say, I forgot my pencil case. And they're giving her one of these. Nobody knows the business. Nobody knows what it is. It's back into the bag So take it. Thank you. Now what we're doing is, we have also stated, we've put a little bit of a message inside to say, if next month it's the same, come back to us, because nobody is going to be stuck when we can do something about it. It's about us bringing it back again. It's about, we stood and we spoke to our ladies, and we've got, we've got two beautiful Indian ladies who started sewing with us. So this is an example of where we went to with this. And the two ladies stood and watched us explain about the construction of these sanitary towels, the reusable towels that we were making. And they sat and said, when they were both born in Mumbai, and they told us that when they got their period in Mumbai, their mum took their quilt off their bed and cut it into oblongs and gave the ladies a pile of oblongs, which they had to maintain for the duration of their periods, because that was their sanitary protection, there was nothing else. We looked at this, we also looked back at, and some of the girls, we've had a laugh this afternoon about how things have changed over the years, and how sanitary towels have changed and everything else like this. And what we think we've got here is, we think we've got a really nice little bag that is not raising attention to any, it's not going to bring, it's no stigma, you know? And we're going to do, so this is what we've asked everybody to do. So basically, this is where the period poverty packs have come from. So that's how that's gone. So we have asked everybody, if anybody everybody has felt a difference since after COVID, and especially with the cost of living, how things are at the moment. People who you wouldn't automatically expect to not be managing, aren't managing. Everybody's terrified to put the heating on, everybody's terrified. So it's hitting us in all different directions here. So we're going to try and take this little bit away. So at any point, my card's on the table, if at any point you can do a shop and you can put me a pack of sanitary towels into your bag or anything like this, we will have collection points and we will keep this going as long as we need it to go. We've asked, thank you, we've asked if, go for it.
I just want to ask a question. Have you thought of associating like with the food banks or anything like that?
Say again?
The only reason why I'm asking is when I was coming out with yesterday, I saw the food bank and I thought, you never see anything that is, I know
yes.
closing the tag or something, that's not the thing. But clearly by what you're saying, it's not only food items that are on issue.
You are so right. We've found that literally we started to do this at the beginning of January, first week of January, and this is where this has got to now. We were approached by the primary schools in town because they said to us, we spoke as I paced, I cried, I was furious, I was angry. I thought, why in this day and age, in a world where we've all got blooming good phones, we've got laptops, we've got everything we need, the kids have come through Christmas and everybody's done their best to them, can we not afford to give our kids sanitary towels? Do you know, this is where our government's got, sorry, I'm not getting political, but this is where we are at the moment. So, we were approached by primary schools, and I thought, primary schools? Thinking back to me, I started my periods at 13, and I'm thinking, well, statistically, the age to start periods now, does anybody know the age to start?
Deborah, I started at 9.
Now you started at 9?
I work at a primary school, and they're starting younger. Yeah. We've got some kids about 7.
Statistically, the age group now is 8. Yeah. This is where you start. They are starting periods at 8. So they asked us if we could bring this into primary school as well. So we brought it into primary school. We thought, right, we'll extend it, we'll bring it into primary school. We've also been asked to bring it into a women's refuge, which is around and about where everybody's struggling at the moment. That takes us back to food bank. There is so much need for this here, in our area, in our community. Let's take it back a step. Let's take it back to our parents' generation, where we have community, where we pull and help each other out with this, so that it's not happening here. So it's not happening here. I don't want any stigma with any of the kids or any of the families we know. As parents, as mothers, can you imagine having to face between buying a loaf of bread or buying some sanitary towels for your kids and having to keep your kids off? Doesn't bear thinking about. So if anybody at any point can donate anything to us that will go towards this, it will be gratefully received and appreciated hugely. Has anyone got any questions about this? Yes, go.
Just going on what Nico said, have you thought about approaching the supermarkets and asking for them to use their corporate social responsibility?
Yes, we have, and they have.
Yeah.
They have. Now, I'm not going to say they have, because some have. Some have. We have been, Sainsbury's has been amazing. Sainsbury's has supported us, Asda has supported us. There is government legislation out there which would do what was the red dot thing in the school, which I don't know the teachers would know this. There is supposed to be, there is a box with sanitary towels in, whereas if you need a sanitary towel, you go and get it.
Well, at our school, the family workers, they keep a box of sanitary pads in case any kids do start their period.
But when you're a little kid, you don't want to be going and saying, can I have a sanitary? Which is why we wanted it just not to be there. Not to be there. And if you come and have a look at the packs, look at the bags that everybody's making, have a look. And we have had, everybody has inputted into this. So from the very, very young kids, which opened our eyes, because I'm past this. I'm past this time. I'm in my 50s. This is not, you know what I mean? I'm past. So things have changed since we got to the end of where, you know, and the younger kids, the insights into what they needed in their bags was completely different to what we thought they would need. And that's just a generation, you know, a little bit of a generation on. So the kids got involved and they did the primary packs. And we've looked in it, we've literally tailored them to the age group of everybody there. So as I say, anybody who comes into any of our schools, and the women's refuges is around about, and anything that we're supporting at the moment will not be made to feel bad because they can't afford it, which is what we need, because that's just not acceptable on any level at all. So as I say, this is the way we're going through that. So please come and have a look. See what you think. If anybody has any insight, if anybody wants to get involved, anything like that, give us a shout, because we're there. The dolls beside us, we have a rolling exhibition, and the exhibition's called Body Positive, which is what the dolls are. If you go and have a look at the dolls are raising awareness about disability, about gender, about ageism, which ageism is huge at this moment in time. You've got everybody sitting going, yes, because it absolutely, everybody thinks that when you get to 50, that's the end. That you're dead. Woo! That you're dead.
Amen.
No, it doesn't happen. This is it. Everyone's laughing because we're going, but it's coming true. So have a look at our dolls and have a look at this as well. And like I say, we're looking at gender disability. These dolls can go into schools, can go into anywhere that you want them to go. And what it is about them is that children, organisations can pick them up and can look at them. We're looking at, we've got, there's all sorts. All sorts. Come and have a look. Come and have a look at everything. Pick stuff up, have a look, have a feel about everything and see what you think. Anybody needs us, if you need us, take one of my cards and we'll do our best to anything we possibly can for your organisations or anything like that. And if anybody can do anything and you can put me a little pack of towels or anything like that, we'll arrange to collect. And those that have brought in today, thank you.
I can recall going back some time where there was some kind of campaign about sanitary products and VAT, and why is it that we have to pay for it? Is that campaign still going?
No, and we also looked into it because, in my mind, we shouldn't be paying for it anyway.
Yes.
It shouldn't be paying for it anyway. We need to be going in and it needs to be got for nothing. We shouldn't be paying for it. We did not ask for this. This is part of what we... No, we're not knocking it. But we're carrying it. Because we are, why are we not supported for it? There's plenty of other stuff. VAT, yes, completely.
Before COVID, and I think in Scotland they might be doing VAT, but not in England.
Absolutely. And can I also say...
I went away in January, and there wasn't any VAT.
Sorry guys, we can only have the one conversation because otherwise we're not hearing what's been said.
Yeah, so Scotland doesn't. There was a campaign before COVID, and once COVID happened, everything went quiet, and now we have no money for nothing, apparently, but for certain things.
It's absolutely, it's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating because there is so much that's being subsidised that this is more important. This is huge. This is huge, and it's taken us back to. We looked at it and we think it's hitting the kids like what it hit the kids after the Second World War. So we're back to there again, and we're not. We have everything we need everything we want we can get, okay? And this is just appalling. We started it, as I say, in the first week of January. We are now halfway through March. We went and we bought sanitary towels in January. The sanitary towels, a bag, just a pack of sanitary towels, we were picking up in the supermarket for £1. They are now £1.90 for the same towels in the supermarket now. So where we were in January, where we had that slice of family that was struggling, we are now nearly double that. When's this going to end? When's this going to end? So as I said, we're going to go and we're going to make sure we're going to do what we possibly can for everybody. If you need us, give us a shout. We'll try our very best. Has anyone got any questions about what we're doing or anything else like that? Thank you for letting me talk to you. I appreciate it.